G'day, welcome back to the channel. Here I am in the spare room that I pretentiously call my edit studio. And early start this morning, 2 o'clock, couldn't sleep. Yeah, get up, do some work. And so I'm making this video because I want to advise you or let you know that there's a little bit of a change going on here at RCModelReviews. Now, I made my name and built the channel on the basis of reviewing lots of products, and when they come out, I get the reviews out. And so it gives you the information you need to make it informed and sensible purchasing decision based on the insights I can provide through my years as an electronics engineer, as a mechanical engineer, and just life, right? So my many years of experience in the hobby, and that's been fine. That's worked really well up till now. Of course, a lot of people now are getting into the review thing. You know, everywhere you look, manufacturers are sending out products to various channels to review, and channels they get the product, they open the box, unboxing, and then they put it on the bench and they read the spec list, look at this, and then they say, this is great, go and buy it, link in the description. That's fine, that's fine. I mean, you know, every review has some value. But I've noticed in recent times that it's important to maintain a point of distinction, and I want to be different to all the rest. And okay, my background gives me a bit of an edge over some of them, but I've decided to take a slight twist. And the thing that really catalyzed me to this was something I've just lost. What do I do with that? Where's it gone? Oh no, I'm getting old. Oh, here we go. Can't see for looking. It's this radio here, this radio here. This is the Jumper TLite. And I got this radio, and I see everyone else put their reviews up, and everyone's saying it's great, but it's got issues with the, having to have a single cell battery if you could putting stuff on the back, and pros and cons. Some people like it, some people don't. It's like all products. Some people like stuff, and some people don't like it. The product remains the same. Perspectives, views, opinions differ. Now I got this product, and I've got to say, I took it out of the box and thought, oh, it's a toy, little toy radio, little thing, because I've tried flying with it, and I found these little sticks make it hard to be precise because you don't have the full-size stick kind of feel to it. And I thought, yeah, and I did a review. I actually put it on the bench, and I did my normal type of take it out of the box and look at it review. And then I decided, no, I'm not going to put that review up. I'm not, because it's a bit unfair. I decided, let's give this a little more time, because first impressions often are a bit deceptive. You get something you think, this is really great, oh, I love this, and then a few weeks down the track you find all the little flaws and foibles and go, it's not that good after all. Oh damn, I've just told everybody it's good and they've gone and bought them. Oh, no, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that comes out perhaps a little later than everybody else, but I'm the guy who's been using the product, and I can tell you after a lot of experience what I like, what I don't like, whether it might be good for you. Because this radio, I changed my mind dramatically. I took it out of the box and thought, oh. Now it's my #1 radio. It's the radio I use more than any other radio I've got. And I've got a lot of radios. I've got the original Tyrannus, I've got the QX7S, I've got my Radio Master, my beautiful Radio Master they sent me. I've got a Tango 2. I've got radios coming out my ears. You probably see antennas here. But this is the radio I use the most. Why is that? Well, you're going to have to wait for the review to find out. But it may be something that you find invaluable, or it may not. But I want to give you the full insight into this thing. And so that requires hands-on use, getting familiar with it. And the same thing happened with this. This is the Insta360 SMO 4K BetaFPV, basically a nakedless, or a naked Insta360. And I reviewed it, and I found it was pretty good. But I'd only used it a bit. I hadn't used it a lot. Now, since then, I've used it a lot. And I've found extra things that I like, and extra things that I don't like. So my opinion has changed a little bit. I'm probably not as enthusiastic about this camera now as when I first started using it. And I'm going to tell you why that is. And also, here's the quad. They sent me, BetaFPV sent me this. It's the 95X version 3 or something, this quad. And I said, every man and his dog got one of these. In fact, they even offered to send one to XJet after sending one to RCModelReviews. So they were throwing these things out like candy. It was just amazing. Anyway, I got this thing, and I had a flight, and I thought, it's crap. The motors get hot. It shakes and wobbles. There's jello in the feed. And this is the Vista version. It came with the CAT-X camera, which is really second rate compared to the DJI camera. I thought, why would anyone buy this? But then I thought, man, based on recent events, I'm going to give it a bit more time. I'm going to fly it around a bit. I'm going to just burn a few batteries through it and see if there's any redeeming features that I overlooked. And I have to admit, my my opinion has changed a bit. It's changed a bit. And also, I found out what it's good for and what it's not good for. I've seen a lot of reviews, people, do flips and rolls and everything. It's not a freestyle quad, people, it's a cinewhoop. And all those people that review it and say, oh, it's pretty good, it does flips and rolls. That's not, it's like saying, yes, I've just bought a new Lexus. It does fantastic burnouts. That's not what it's designed for. So my review on this is looking at it more from the point of view, if you want a cinewhoop, not a freestyle, not a racing drone, a cinewhoop, how does this stack up? And it has its pros and cons, many of which I only found out after burning a lot of batteries in it. So again, the review I do on, or I've done on this, is a review based on a lot more experience than perhaps most other people using them. Now, also recently, just the last couple of days, a lot of people have started reviewing this. This is the little bench power supply from Toolkit RC. I like Toolkit RC products. I've got to admit, I've got a lot of their products, and the interesting thing is I use a lot of their products. Just under here somewhere is their 4-in-1 charger, which I use every day. It's the first one. It failed a bit, but that was a pre-production. That's a production unit. It's worked flawlessly for me. I love that charger. It's so useful. This thing here, I haven't had an opportunity to use it yet. Now, I could have taken it out of the box and plugged it in and said, look, it's got an LCD and these things turn the voltage and current up and down, and it's got banana plugs and to run on AC or DC, but it's not telling you anything you don't learn from the box. You can go online, look at the website, and you learn all that stuff. So why would I waste your time by making a video telling you what you can read in 30 seconds on a web page? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this to my workshop. I'm going to use it in place of the two bench power supplies that I currently use. One's an analog, one's a digital, or switch mode. I'm going to use this instead of those for a week or two. And that means I will find out what works, what doesn't work, the little annoying things that might be, cons, and the good things that might be pros. So I'm going to tell you not as a reviewer, but as a user. And I think that's where the change in perspective is going to come from. I'm not going to be RCModelReviews, the reviewer. I'm going to be RCModelReviews, the person who actually uses this stuff and tells you what he finds out as a user, not as a reviewer. And I think that's important. That's going to be my point of distinction. Now, I will still be bringing my many, many years of knowledge, skill, experience as an electronics engineer, as a mechanical engineer, and as a model flyer. But I'm going to be focused far more on the experience that these products produce rather than just reading off a whole list of bullet points that come on the brochure or on the box. So, yeah, for example, I've got the Freewell sent me these filters. I will be doing lots and lots more flying with the DJI drone before I review these filters, because there's 4 filters, different ND ratings. You need to spend time to use these things. I could tell you, yeah, they're great. Freewell make good filters, and they do, but need to find out all the little things first. While I've got you here on the line, the DJI FPV drone, link in the description, not to this product, but to a video by AndyRC. Now, he went out and found a website which lets you unlock this for free. Now, there are apps out there which can unlock this, and by unlocking, I mean, if you live outside the USA, your power levels on this thing are dismal, 25 milliwatts. That's atrociously poor. If you go and watch AndyRC's video, he points you to a website where you can go and unlock this thing for free, no cost. There are apps you can buy at 25 euros or something, ridiculous price. But this is a free website. You can go and unlock your drone, get the full power levels no matter where in the world you live. Fantastic. I thank Andy for bringing that to our attention, and that's why I'm linking to his video and not to the website, because he deserves kudos and the traffic and the revenues from bringing that to our attention. So go and watch Andy's video if you haven't watched it already. It is brilliant. It's excellent. Fantastic. So, the other thing I'm doing here this morning is this whole lot of papers here, paperwork. What I've been doing here is preparing a video for explaining the difference between DJI and SharkBite. Now, we know that both systems perform quite differently, and you would be silly not to say that the DJI system is superior to SharkBite in every regard, except perhaps for latency. But I'm going to explain why that is. I'm going to explain why the DJI gives such a totally different digital experience to the Fat Shark system. And whether, I'm going to point out, do I think that Fat Shark could catch up? And the answer might be quite surprising, and it'll certainly interest anyone that's got the Fat Shark equipment or is looking to buy Fat Shark or DJI. Remember DJI recently, it almost looked like they were going to drop the FPV system, and they've come back and said, oh, no, don't worry, we're still there, but we do need to be very much aware that it's important to have competition in the marketplace. So if you're thinking about the Fat Shark system, you will want to see this video, because it will give you some insight into why they're different and whether whether they, at some stage in the future, will be much closer in performance than they are now. So that's about it for early o'clock in the morning when I'm, I should be in bed. Just keeping you informed. That's the weekly news for another year. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my Patreon supporters, you make it all possible. In the meantime, I'll get back to work so you've got videos to watch. Now, if you think my shift in perspective is a good one, go to the comments and tell me. If you think I'm making a big mistake and I should be rushing these videos out like everybody else, go to the comments and tell me, because I'm not here to rush videos out and capitalize on the, being the first with the review up so I can make money. No, I'm here to give you the best reviews, the best information, the most accurate information, the most useful information to you. I'm a service to the community, not here just to make money. Making money would be good, but hey, you guys come first. Anyway, so go to the comments, tell me what you think. Go and look at AndyRC's video, and now I'll get back to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.